Welcome back to Seen It Before. We're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we've seen it all before. I'm Danny.
I'm Dan, and we are doing The Monkey, Osgood Perkins and James Wan. It was a very interesting experience in the theater. It was more like horror comedy, but also kind of like dark comedy. It was kind of...
Yeah, it was more like, it wasn't like oh, beware the monkey.
It wasn't as like, weird and eerie as what's it called, Longlegs.
Yeah,
but
Longlegs was like shit's going down.
Yeah, it's just unsettling, weird. This is more just like it starts. I mean, it starts out with fucking Adam Scott of all people.
Yeah, and he burns the shit out of the fucking
monkey.
Whatever. We don't spoil too much.
No, I mean, this is the first scene. Whatever.
You're like, is that Adam Scott? I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I was like,
because he has a little French mustache. Is that it?
Yeah. And I'm used to seeing him with the weird ass haircut from Severance right now. So I was like under a hat, and then with the mustache, I was like, Adam Scott. Anyway, we're gonna be watching The Monkey today. So why don't you join us? Let's get to it. All right. So let's do our compliment sandwich that I'm actually not prepared for today. So it's gonna be off the cuff. One good thing about The Monkey. It was an hour and a half. It was quick, in and out. I love horror movies that do that. It's not like, 2.5 hours of... Anyway, a bad thing about it. Some things didn't make sense that I'm going to get into on the podcast, and it's just kind of like something that came and didn't come back, and it was just like, it's there. It's not... I was like, okay. And then... this is a very vague compliment sandwich, as I can tell. And another good thing, the main actor, I forget his name, but I didn't know there were twins in this movie, and it was a really fun thing to play around with. Is this the year of twins or something? Because like we got Mickey 17, we got this, we got there's another one I can't think of that was recently, but anyway.
All right. So now I'm pulling a me as well.
No.
What I liked about it was that stop touching my coffee.
I was gonna get out of the way.
What I liked about it was that obviously it didn't take itself too seriously. But what I didn't really like was that a certain character has like this motivation that just doesn't make any sense to me at all, really. And then. I like the irreverent humor and just like laugh out loud. It's like, we're just gonna fucking, here you go, and it's definitely not what I expected in a better way than you would think.
All right, from here on out, we got spoilers for The Monkey. I just saw the cast list. I'm like, oh yeah, Tatiana Maslany. You were just like drooling over her the whole time.
She is one of the most attractive women I've ever seen in my life.
Even as a Hulk.
Well, that's like a CG. That's not really her.
It's her face.
Yeah. Well, it's like being attracted to like the what do you call it? Well, actually, girls are attracted. You know the Megatron.
Actually, girls are attracted.
Do you know the Megatron in Disney World?
Yes.
It's like, hey, queen.
Yes, I do.
Girls want to fuck that guy thing. Mascot. Is that a furry? Are they furry? Is that technically?
I mean, I don't know. There's like so many variables that come into play with. Okay, moving on from this. Let's talk. There's some early cameos in this movie. There was obviously, as we talked about in the intro, Adam Scott flamethrowering the monkey and a dude getting harpooned, which was great. And all of his intestines came out. I was like, oh, yeah. That's how this is starting. All right, this is good. This is what we came for. And then Elijah Wood. That was random.
Oh yeah, well I saw him, but he's like the actor is Theo James, I think.
Yes,
right?
Theo James.
He was in he was in the fucking Divergent, I think. Divergent.
I can check it right now. He was in
with Miles Teller.
He was 4.
No, he was probably like 18, 19. He's so like he
it's dead. It's kind of deadpan, but it's also kind of like. All right, here we go.
I didn't realize his voice was going to be that deep, though. You know what I mean? Like he just doesn't look like that.
All right, this is what it reminded me of. It reminded me of obviously the Stephen King other Stephen King movies, like it had like a narrator and stuff like that. It sounded just like.
Of course, it's in Maine.
I was like, well, of course it's Stephen King. Come on. Yeah, but he reminded me of, I think the It miniseries had a narrator, and it sounded just like that guy. I was like, is this like a cameo? It was like, but no, it was Theo James. I'm like, wow. Interesting. It was just cool to hear that again, because that was kind of like nostalgia, because I saw that miniseries when I was like 7. And that shows the kind of person I am. So
I like the movie way better.
I mean, yeah.
I hate. Well, I wouldn't say hate. I really dislike the second one, because they had greatness in the first one, and then they just kind of like shit.
Well, we got Welcome to Derry coming this year, so I mean.
That could be good.
It's still Andy Muschietti, so I mean, like,
yeah, I like Andy Muschietti. I've been following him since. I mean, we're off on a tangent, but I've been following him since Mama.
Yeah, Mama's good. Yeah. I haven't seen it. I've only seen it once, but it was good. I want to rewatch it. Let's go through some more scenes in this movie. So, his mom, Tatiana Maslany, she gets killed early on because the monkey doesn't choose its victims. It just, or actually, it chooses victims, not the other way around. Not like the kid talking to the monkey to kill his brother.
Right. And then they kind of speculate like whoever turns the key doesn't die. Mm-hmm. Why?
No, whoever does turn the key doesn't die.
Yeah. Whoever. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, because like that's who actually sets the monkey up to do stuff. He doesn't want to kill the person who, or wants to have like the sense of power, maybe like the being powerful and in charge, and I don't know. It's a power thing, I think. It's got to be. It's a lot of power, I said in that sentence.
Monkey's into like some power play? Like.
Yeah, no, well, what is this, hockey? No. I think it's just like the user obviously wants to be in control, and the monkey is giving it the sense of control, the illusion of control, that kind of thing. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Or like the irony, it has like a sense of humor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, as you said, this movie doesn't take itself seriously.
True.
And it's great. So
what is fucking by the way, was that Oz Perkins?
That was Oz.
He comes in, he's like, we're gonna do our best, me and your
he
aunt.
plays his uncle.
And even our best is pretty bad.
We're swingers.
We're swingers.
And then he dies off screen, which is hilarious. It was there's good comedic timing in this movie. Like the timing of certain things are really well done.
Because he's like, no, don't, Bill, don't, and then it just cuts to him.
It's just so irreverent, and I love it.
But the thing is, though, I think the trailers might be leading people that this is going to be like an actual horror movie. This is like,
which is fine.
It's like if Jackass was a horror movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's
got like
it's just so stupid.
Yeah, it's unexpectedly stupid.
Yeah.
But like it's like, what if like horror movies were actually just parody? I mean, it's a parody of all these horror movies, kind of in a way.
Yeah.
So
it's a weird thing because I wouldn't say it's like scary movie.
No.
But it like
it's parodying a real horror movie.
It has. It's like it's not as mixed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's very stark. You have like the actual horror elements of like the creepy monkey and the cinematography and the stuff, and then you have a lady impaling her face on a fucking real estate sign while her head's on fire.
Yeah, as I said to you in the theater, I had seen that scene before of her getting fish hooked and then set on fire and then impaled by a for sale sign. Because Oz Perkins had like a teaser like a few months ago where he's like, all right, I'm going to show you a scene from the movie. And at the end, right before she hits her head on the post sign, he's like, oh, okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, you don't want to give it away.
Yeah, and it was...
It's like, that's too much. This poor lady, though.
Oh, my God, his aunt. That was hilarious.
And she wasn't even like... She was just like... I think she only had like 2 lines or something. Just like well, good night. That's it.
And then impaled.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Perfect. She doesn't need to be a great character.
What do you think about the kid actors?
They were pretty good.
Were they actual twins? I couldn't really...
Yes. No, it's the same kid.
Oh, it's the same kid.
Yep. He plays both. Young Hal and Young Bill.
I wonder how they did that.
I mean,
because there's multiple scenes.
Screen.
Well, yeah, I was just interested in that because there's some, especially Disney Channel, like back in the day, I could definitely tell how they did it. Mm-hmm. Because like, oh, they just spliced the camera.
Yep.
And put them together. But then there's multiple shots where they're moving the camera, hands and faces are in the same frame and everything.
They
So I wonder
probably
how they did
used
that.
like they had like maybe the back of the kid's head or something, and then they had like a kid that looks similar, like a stand-in. Maybe they did that kind of stuff. I don't know, but
I wish I was good enough at CGI to like do that.
Yeah,
Like face mapping.
yeah.
I can't even fucking track like. You ever try to track text on like something?
Yes.
It's annoying as shit, dude.
Yes.
You know what you're saying?
And then the other kid, his actual kid, Petey, he was a really good actor too. He has a deeper voice than I expected. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That kid, is he supposed to be playing like a 10-year-old? Because like, damn, that kid's got a deep voice.
His name's Petey.
Yeah, because I believe they said the kids were like 10 or 11 at the time of their mom's death. So then they went 25 years later, he'd be like 35. He must have had that kid young if he was like 10 or 12. So I don't know. I was thinking about that the whole time. It's like,
Well, actually, that's another thing though. Like, and it takes a moment. Like the movie definitely takes a moment to like. I guess I'm not sure how Oz's relationship with his dad was, but like it was actually like a genuine like.
his dad's the guy that did wrote Psycho or something, right? Or is that Hitchcock?
I thought it was his. Well, his grandfather, I think, is Anthony Perkins, and he played Norman Bates.
That's it. That's it.
So,
I think it's his father. I don't think it's his
it's his
grandfather.
father.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
I was born in 74, so I think it probably was
Oh
his
yeah,
father.
yeah, it's his father.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like but he's like, oh, you like it's kind of like realistic how he brings it up, where it's like yes, it was an accident, but you were not a mistake. So for all the people out there who thought they were mistakes, or they were born out of wedlock or whatever, you're not a mistake. You're just an accident.
Yes, indeed.
Happy accident.
A happy accident.
There you go.
So then we move on to, I guess we're the 25 years later part. So he's taking this kid on a road trip. He only gets to see him once a year for a week.
His idea.
His idea. It's
Probably smart. But also, like, at the time, though, he had, like, for 25 years, he hadn't seen the monkey at all. So, like, why would he be, you know what I mean? He's like,
well, because he's probably like a, just what's the word I'm looking for? Superstitious.
fucking loser, bro.
Superstitious.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he's lucky that the monkey did come back and there was a reason for it. I would be so pissed if like I get to age like 80 and like I didn't see that fucking monkey for 80 years.
And now it comes back to
what
haunt
the
me.
fuck? Like,
Yeah.
like I just wanted to thought, why is he working at like a grocery store? You know what I mean? Because I don't understand why he would like live like the life of like that,
Well, maybe he just wants to keep to himself, keep people at a distance, and then just live by his means. I guess maybe that's how he wants to do it. I don't know.
It's just funny because I was watching this video. I found this random guy on YouTube, and he's like what do I do at my job at 7-Eleven? It was like he kind of it's like a random viral video that like this is what I do. He's like, this is why I'm working at 7-Eleven at 30. And he just kind of said, like, oh, it's simple. And he told his whole backstory. But this guy's got like millions upon millions of views on YouTube just doing all this. And I guess he got fired from 7-Eleven. So now everyone's following his journey to his next job.
And let's talk about the monkey for a second. I don't know if you've heard this, but so they had to change the monkey from clapping cymbals to be doing a drum.
I did notice that, yeah.
So they did that because Walt Disney, the Disney company, owns the rights to the cymbal monkey from Toy Story 3. So yep, because it appeared in Toy Story 3, and then they just what is it? Yeah, I guess they put a patent on it or something. It's wild. I was like, wow.
Fucking Disney.
I mean,
dude.
of course, monopolize. Might as well, right?
I kind of like the drums better anyway because I like the drumstick.
It worked really well with the way they were doing the sound mixing and everything. It just stirred up the tension a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think, and then like that whole music they were playing throughout the whole movie, it worked real well with that too. So like the clown type music or whatever you want to call the circus.
So after this, watching this movie gives me hope for that the new Final Destination movie. This is just Final Destination with like a tangible omen that you can.
That's
control.
a better way. It's like a mix of Scary Movie and Final Destination. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Like it has elements from all those types of movies, and I can't wait for Bloodlines this year. I gotta rewatch some of those.
I really like the first one.
I like the third.
I love how everyone just like collectively was just like, yeah, we don't drive behind logging trucks
I
anymore.
was just behind one the other day. I was like, nope.
like, And I didn't
it
even
scarred a whole generation in their kids.
Exactly.
In their kids.
and like
It's
I didn't even
wild.
think that like it was like that well known of a movie, but it's like, yeah.
So he's on a road trip with his son. They want to go to this theme park, or like a horror theme park, I guess it is. It seems like, I forget the name of it, but it sounds like a horror theme park.
Yeah, something about horror
Yeah. So
dropped.
yep, whatever. Then the monkey is killing people in Maine again. And how does he get to the house again?
Timeline of the like where the monkey is at a certain point is a little confusing because they figure out, okay, this is a bad omen. They throw it down the well.
It disappears.
It disappears when the other guy, I think his name's Bill, goes to get it, but it has like the little turnkey. Then it just, I don't know. Then I saw it. Then it was out in like a, it was in like a store.
Because it can teleport, they mentioned in the movie. So the monkey must have just went somewhere. It's very up in the air as to what actually happened to it. But I think, yeah, it's just
Like I can buy like it can't be dismembered or destroyed and just comes back. But I just want to know the timeline of it. But anyway, then it gets sold, and then it gets sold to Bill.
yes. So the
How does it
kid
end
kid
up-
finds it at the yard sale. He takes it. The cop's son, kid, or whatever.
Right.
He takes it and then he sells it to Bill. So that's what happens.
But he
That's
wants it back, and this is
he
the
wants
stupidest
it.
part of the
It's
movie.
so funny. Actually.
It reminds me of my dad. I really need it.
And the kid's haircut just
Yeah.
it kills me every time.
Who is that? Like,
I don't know. Let's find out.
Because he like looks vaguely familiar.
I don't know if I'm gonna recognize him without the hair.
yeah.
His actual name is Rohan Campbell. He was in Halloween Ends. He played Corey.
Oh, that was him.
Yep.
I fucking knew it. I recognized him.
Yep. That's really funny.
Well, I'm glad he's still getting work. I liked him as an actor,
Yes. Not in the movie.
not the movie.
Nope.
Corey is hands down the worst addition to the Halloween franchise I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And this is including the
All right, let's not get on this tangent.
Busta Rhymes exists.
Jesus Christ.
He exists in the franchise.
Okay. We're getting off
Corey's
this.
worse,
We're
okay.
getting off this before we go on a 10-minute tangent.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on. So he wants it back for some fucking reason.
want you back.
Whatever. Yeah. And Theo James' character. Oh fuck!
He's like, I need someone small enough.
Hal. Hal's the good one.
Yeah. From Hal, your dad.
Yeah.
Parentheses.
That was so funny.
Only sees him once a year. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So yeah, this the kid is just very skeptical. He's just like, "What are we doing? Can we just?" Now I want to know about you. He's doing this project for school where he has to do his family lineage and stuff like that. Yeah, that's a good way of putting in like trying to get to know him, kind of a streamline of events, I guess.
I'm just surprised it took him so long to explain it. Because, like, so many people have died while they were just together, and he just doesn't want to explain. Just like,
Yeah.
So there's this monkey. It
Yep.
is an omen.
But yeah, Bill
Kills people.
Yep. And when they were kids, Hal wished for his brother to die. He turned the monkey, killed his mom, and now Bill found that out. I was like, how does Bill not know that it's his brother at this point? Like, I was asking myself that the whole time. I was like, how does Bill not know? Then they do the whole reveal, which is a really cool reveal, by the way. It was this very dark, brooding things like, I know you did it, that kind of stuff. And it was a cool scene.
But I love how, like, he's him in his fucking suit.
Yeah.
It was with his mullet.
The mullet was the weirdest thing. It's just like,
I just because it's still the kid's suit, and then he sews like like the '90s flame thing at the bottom of it.
you know what? It's a look. It is a look,
Is he
and I'm
wearing
here for it.
shorts too? Is it like
I don't think he was wearing shorts, but I don't remember. He could have very well been wearing shorts.
Oh man, it's just missing a
But-
fanny pack. Like that's it.
Yeah, the kid from Halloween Ends gets eaten alive by
So
bees.
many
I was like,
bees, dude.
oh,
Holy
through
shit.
a little hole in
Yeah.
the windshield. Oh my!
So then
God.
that makes me think it's not just like a final destination thing. It's like it's an actual like the monkey controls.
Who
You know
would
what I
want-
mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like oh that could conceivably happen in real life.
Yep.
That fucking bee scene, there's like fucking a million bees that go through a little tiny bullet hole.
Uh-huh.
Like so Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Why are the bees active at night too? That's not a thing. Bees go to sleep in the dark. Like, yeah, like if you turn the lights off in a room and there's a bee in it, it's gonna.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that experiment.
Yeah. No, they do that. So they're literally incapacitated until the light comes out.
Fucking losers.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to go to bed early. Yeah. Losers. So yeah, the movie ends. The monkey is stored away for safekeeping. Bill is killed by. I was waiting for that to happen.
Oh,
I was waiting for it.
Goldberg machine.
I was like, I saw. I was like, that's gonna happen at some point. When's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? And then it finally happened. Good suspense. Good suspense building. Very good placement of how the kills were made. It was really well done. That Oz Perkins is really good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's like him and Ari Aster. Like they're very good at like the visceral like shit, like horror. But one thing I don't get is like Bill gets beheaded by Tatiana Maslany's like bowling ball, but like it felt like I don't know to me because I'm trying to understand like what do you call it, fucking literacy, like media literacy. It looked like it was trying to say like Lois killed Bill and like they had like a history or something like that. But like, I didn't really understand like the whole meaning behind it. Then you know what I mean?
I don't know if there was a meaning behind it. I think they were just thinking like, let's just kill him with a bowling ball. It's gonna be pretty cool. I don't think there's actual. There might be, but like, I don't know what that is. I couldn't figure it out either. So it is what it is. I don't think there's anything.
It is what it is. This is what it is.
And then there was a post-credit scene that we found out very late, like as we were leaving here. I was like, oh yeah, there's a post-credit scene.
Well, yeah, I freaked this guy out because he went in there alone, and like we were like so we're walking back, and this guy's leaving, and he didn't look like an outside person, let's say. So I said, hey, did we miss the post-credit scene? And he's all just like confused. He's like, no, what? And
yeah, I'm just like, Danny, people don't want to talk.
Yeah, he was so scared.
He's not a personable person. Yeah.
Neither am I, unless you get coffee in me, or if I'm around a lot of people for a longer time. Then I get into it.
Yeah.
So, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Social situations.
Let's rap.
Yeah. Oh no.
Don't do drugs.
Epic rap battle of history. Abraham Lincoln. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, so the post-credit scene was for this movie called Keeper. It's Oz's next man. Oz, man, he just keeps cranking these movies out, dude. Yeah. Like this next one has Tatiana Maslany as the main character, and I mean,
I like that.
Yes, you do. All right. Anyway, I think we're wrapping up the monkey here. So I'm going to give this movie. I don't know if it's better than Longlegs. It's a different type of movie than Longlegs. So it's more my speed because I like horror comedies. I think I'm going to give this a solid 84. It's a really good movie. It's quick. You're in and out. And the story is pretty fun to watch. And it's a Final Destination type, you know.
I get that. I'm going to give it probably, I think like a 75. I'm not going to go back to it. If there's something that like, I don't know if I can describe this. There's something that's like not really like, if I say uncomfortable, it's gonna be people are gonna be like, oh, you're just that's what it's supposed to do. It's a horror movie. No. In a sense of like, I'm not really sucked in, and it's not like my go-to kind of like vibe, I guess. You know what I mean?
It's definitely my vibe.
It's very very too quirky, and it's like whatever. So yeah, 75.
Okay, solid as always. All right. Next time on Seen It Before, we have our continuation of our Mission Impossible rewatch. We got Ghost Protocol. And yeah, that one's the first one I actually saw in theaters. So, and I didn't remember it when I watched it. Spoiler alert. I didn't remember it at all. So, yeah.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. So, yeah, we're Seen It Before. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with the handle @SeenItBeforecast. That's SCENE, It Beforecast. And you can find me on Letterboxd with DonutMan96.
Hi, I'm Danny. You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Wasp, my Letterboxd and Serialized at DJ Wasp, or my YouTube channel, which is just Danny Wasp. Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, well, you heard it here. We'll see you next time.